So, this past, I think, week or two, I've noticed little hard things that I didn't really expect to have to deal with, I guess. Um, so obviously really happy about like all the progress that I've had with my body now that they put me on a different medication. But I didn't really expect the not the psychological, I think they call it Phyllis. The one my brain, come on. The one where your body remembers the trauma even though you're like a little better now. I didn't expect that kind of pushback from my body. So, prime example, I have to walk about 20 ish minutes because once I hit about the 30-minute mark, I get really bad pain in my leg. I think it's the blood trying to pull in my leg, but you know, it almost never fails. If I try to do it, it's I just try to, walk it off. It just gets worse, but I still do it anyway. I'd be like sometimes anyway. I just be like, come on, maybe like like you're trying to crank a car. I'd be like, okay, maybe if I just walk like another minute, it'll go away. But yeah, that usually never happens. Like it almost never happens. But it's just like so I'm like, okay, so I had to walk like 8 minutes the other day. I had to walk 8 minutes, and yes, I look at the time because I already know after about 20 ish odd minutes, my body's gonna start saying, what are you doing? So literally did not expect anxiety all the way around. My mind started instantly being like, we're not safe, we're not safe. Instantly, like, my body was like, literally down to the shoes. Like, are these the same shoes you usually wear when you walk? How do you know that the blood's not gonna rush faster to your feet in these shoes than in other shoes? Um, I walked in the sun, but it was like really, it was not hot. It was like really like the temperatures dropped lately, so it's not hot. It's just sunny and it's breezy as all get out. Right? It is not the day for a cute sundress. It's too breezy, right? And my brain was like, oh my gosh, but it's the sun. It's the sun. If you walk in the sun, you will pass out. And I had to like be like, calm down. It's not sun. It's 60 something. It's not even 70 degrees out here. Calm down. And it was just like, I mean, every alarm it could give me, it was trying to give me, like down to the clothes I was wearing. Are these the clothes you wear when you walk? How do you know that little bit of compression and that little bit of compression from exercise clothes didn't help your blood stay where it needs to stay? Like, and then it switched to from body, like what I was doing with like, what I was wearing, all that in the sun. Then it turned to, was anyone around? Because there wasn't really anyone around. Um, it just wasn't. It was like, well, how do you know? Like, how long would it take for them to find you if you pass out right now? Do you have your lanyard on, letting people know that you have like these two illnesses? Or, like, um, where's your phone? Is your phone? I mean, it was how much energy, how long? Like, it was literally like, okay, in the times that you've passed out and whatnot, how long did you have before your body lost the ability to communicate? Like, so literally, if I fell, could I make this phone call to 911 and would I be able to speak? Because in honestly, that's never really happened. Once my pre syncope gets to a certain point, I can no longer communicate. Like, it's not there. The brain won't do it. And so I can hear you, but most of the times I won't be able to talk to you. It's something, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know if that's the epilepsy, the POTS, the blood pooled too much. I don't know. But if it's bad enough to shut my body down, it'll shut my ability to communicate down. So I'm telling you, 8 minute walk, okay? 8 minute walk. And I literally was like having to, like, this thing God I didn't trip because I was so in my head trying to calm down all these alarms and be practical, which is exactly why if you're my neighbors, you'll see me walking in sandals, dresses, every and anything, because as crazy as it looks, I'm trying to calm down my PTSD. I'm trying to calm down this trauma response. I'm trying to, yes, it looks crazy to be walking around in sandals and a dress with a cane, in the morning or the evening. Like, why don't you have on, workout clothes? Because if I wear workout clothes and workout clothes alone and sneakers alone and all this other stuff to protect me that I may not wear in normal everyday life, the red flags will be flagging. Okay? So that is something I did not expect. I didn't expect it to hit that hard. And I, I'm not even sure I'm communicating it correctly, but okay. So that's just what I've been dealing with. Um, it's a big thing to deal with. And it's kind of complicated because it's one of those things that the only thing you can do, right, is put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and practice it over and over again until your body, mind, spirit, everything is like not going to give off, hopefully, any more or nearly as detrimental red flags, especially because for me, my anxiety will make it worse. So if I'm already faint prone and you freak me out, that emotional response will make me more faint prone. It will speed it up. So I is hard. It's hard. It's complicated. It's hard. But anything worth working for is exactly that, worth working for. So we'll see how it goes with that ballpark. On the flip side, there's another thing I didn't expect. So, as my mind's clearing and the medicine's doing what the medicine's doing, and glory to God, the weather's been cool, the kids are in school, and yes, I'm trying to play catch up. But as I play catch up and, do the little, every little inch, for every little inch that I'm like creeping forward, like as taking care of my health and just trying to get it more stable, and it's all experimental. It's all experimental because you don't know what you don't know. So if you've been like me, where you've been like really, really sick for like past 2, 3 years, and finally you find a medicine combination that really might just work for you, and whatever. So before, everything hurt, right? So everything hurt because it's like you've mostly been in the house, mostly been in the bed, mostly using the rollator. Like, you're not using your full body in its full posture of. So first, everything hurt. Everything hurt. Bones hurt, joints hurt. You'd have thought someone just beat me up like a ragamuffin, and all I did was just get up and get the kids ready for school. So there's that. But as stuff like that fades, right, the nuance of life and the background noise, you start to notice other things that you didn't notice before, because the mind's a complicated place. You may not be able to take it all at once. So what I've noticed lately, um, how do I say it, is just how incredibly different my life is now than what it used to be. And it's not just like, oh, I gotta take these medications. Everyone takes medications or vitamins or supplements, whether preventative nature, healing nature, whatever. Most people incorporate something, even kids, like little gummies, vitamins, whatever. That's not what this is in my mind. It's like my mind is also letting me know glaringly how different I am. Like, compared to before. Like, I could just leave the house and not care. Like, okay, whatever. If I'm not driving, I don't even need my driver's license. Now it's like, okay, every step of the way, my illness is incorporated in my life, and I didn't expect to feel this weird feeling about it that I have. Like, there's no longer gonna, like, I think the reality is still dripping through, if that makes sense. Because at first, the goal was just to be able to get up, stand up, and not fall, right? Or to just be able to get off the rollator. You start so low, and now it's like, okay, I'm not as low as I used to be. So now I'm noticing other things that I have to do on this other level of health, right? And like, so now it's like, do you have your water? Do you have your salt? Do you have your pills? For fainting, do you also have your pills for anxiety so that anxiety does not induce the fainting? Um, Do you have your mobility aid? How did you feel when you woke up this morning? Because if you woke up this way, you're probably gonna fall later or have pre-syncope issues later. Did you like? I mean, the whole roll call. The is it's the little things. It's those little things, and some things aren't so little, but just simple stuff like instead of drinking normal water, most of the time I'm drinking salt water. Um, and trying to fancy it up. It's the avoiding caffeine or avoiding greasy food or making sure I got enough fibrous food and salad to compensate for, certain changes, not just for generic health, but specific stuff for my health to ensure less, if any at all, casualties. So it's stuff like that. It's the wow, I really do have to use public transportation and get rides because epileptic with pods. Yeah, you're not driving, and just realizing, I don't know that wow, I really can't just go to the store. I can't do that like just like a normal person like I used to. I mean, not that it's abnormal to use public transportation. I did that even when I could drive, but I think it's the understanding of the why. The why makes a difference. Like gosh, like now it's like thank God for home delivery stuff. I don't know. It's weird. The stuff that you don't even pause to think about, like stairs or something, or elevators. Elevators are a big one for me. I have to be cautious on those. Those can make me feel faint too from time to time. But it's just like all the pauses that you eventually get, like, ooh, what's the humidity? Ooh, what's the heat? Like, like it's crazy. So I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the almost death by a thousand like nuances. Like, can you do this? Can you not do this? Will this trigger this? Will it not trigger this? And wow, I really have to do this now. Wow, I really have to do this now. Like, and it has to be this way for this long because my body has a timer on it. Like it's I don't know. It's kind of like aggravating, kind of grievish because you're like kind of grieving your old identity, kind of aggravated by all the pauses of how safe is this, how safe is that. Make sure you have your glasses to calm down the triggers. Make sure you have the shades to block out the other triggers if you're gonna be in a certain location. It's like my purse has gone from fun, dainty stuff or just pens, pencils, whatever I need to almost like a medical alert bag of situations like at all times. So and then on top of that I got kids, so they're like kid things to have. It's a lot to incorporate. There's a lot to incorporate and I don't know. So but it is getting better and that's what matters and gotta stay focused on that. And after a while, I'm sure it'll just be another day, like of quirks. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. It'll just be quirks after a while. It won't be a big deal. It'll just be like whatever. So, anyway, those are just the little random things, or specifically probably two random things, I don't know, that I just wasn't really expecting to have hurdles with, but here we are.